Here's a 14-gallon tote, gravity feed. So what I did was I put a tire valve on here so I can pump air pressure into the tote and have it air force fed to fill lawn tractors, lawn mowers, any kind of fuel filled thing like that. So what I have is, this is just a cheap plastic handle. It works, I guess. If I want, I can probably put like a more substantial handle on there, but for this purpose we're going to go with this. So I'm going to show you a little video of how I did this. You can use a plastic or whatever, petcock if you want. I went with metal so I can thread it in, and you'll see how we accomplish this and why the petcock is here. And let's see what we got. Okay, so we all know what this is. 14-gallon fuel tote. We all know the pain of what these are. You have to have them elevated over what you're filling with fuel. So I'm tired of that. So what we're going to look at today is putting an air port on it, regular straighter valve, tire valve, filling valve, like yay. We're going to put that in. We're going to make it so we can hook a bicycle pump, or I have a little Milwaukee battery inflator. We'll pump a little air pressure into this, and if it all goes well, we won't have to lift this above our thing. We put a little air pressure in, and it pumps just like a regular pump. So let's get to it. What we're going to do is, I already got the appropriate size drill for the grommet on the filler. I want to put it where when I lay the fuel tank down, it's not going to be under fluid, and when I stand it up, it's not going to be under fluid. So I think a good spot is probably right in this area here. So what we're going to do is take the cap off. I thought this hole was bigger, but we'll work it out either way. So what I'm going to do is, right about here, drill a hole. And we'll have to get a reamer and clean that out a little bit. No big problem. Let's use a sheetrock knife. Cut this piece off. Trying to be careful not to get anything into the tank, that's all. Okay. We clean that off so that the lock nut will sit good. Now, let me put the right So what I'm going to do to put this in is, I got a piece of electrical wire. I'm going to put the valve on and swing it around, snake it up in like that. I'm going to leave the wire in there as a safety precaution. I'm going to put the little gasket, the little fitting on, and then I'm going to tighten my nut. This is a very fine thread nut, so gotta get it on there. Alright. Now as we're pulling it up, I can take my piece of wire out now. Have my A little adjustable here. And we're going to tighten it right up so we don't have any leakage. Okay, that's good. Now, I have a little fuel in there, but I have a little more in a couple things, so I'm going to do that. Be back in a second. So I have my little battery inflator here. I'm going to hook it up. I'm going to turn it on. I'm probably going to put it It has a 5 psi low limit, so I'm going to see what that does. It's at 5 psi. Let's see what it does. Oh yeah, there we go. Yep. Fuel's pumping right out. Right at ground level. And now I'm running out of fuel because I only had a little bit of gas in there. But so, as we see, you know, if you had a tank of gas, you can fill your lawnmower, weed whacker, snow blower, car, whatever, with this handle. So, you know, we're still sitting at 5 psi with that. And let's see. Yep, we pumped gas into there. So that's the advantage of doing this rather than just doing a gravity feed. You know, as you get down to the bottom, you may find that lifting it up higher, tilting it forward, you get a little more fuel. So I'm going to disconnect the compressor. I'm going to tilt it forward a little bit and see if we get a little more fuel out of this. Yeah, we got a little more. And then when you're done, you want to release the pressure here. You just undo the vent. See, the air comes out. And that will just release the pressure out of there like you normally would if you had it near heat. Like you get it swelled up with expanded air. So you just do that like that. And now you got no pressure in the tank. So that would be how we put the petcock on. So now you have your little air fill. You don't have to lift the tank at all. Beautiful.